Nice. Okay, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Happy Sunday. I love a good day off on a Sunday. It is, gosh, what day is it even? it's a break, right? We got a couple of days off of school, off of work. And so it's sort of that time loop. Reminds me of the time loop between, Christmas and New Year's, this President's Day weekend. It is February 16th, if you're keeping track. If you're not keeping track, hi, welcome to the 16th. It's Sunday. Let's do some puzzles. And I thought it would be great to... Here, hold on. I want to do two things. I want to sort of make sure that my stream is working. I'm testing my stream. And, of course, we're going to play the puzzles together. So, trying to find my stream, see what that looks like exactly. Okay, awesome. So, in pretty short time, honestly, it showed up in the YouTube live feed, which is awesome. That's good to hear that I'm like in the list. I like that. YouTube, especially right now in 2025, YouTube is really promoting newer creators, younger creators, that don't have as much exposure, which is awesome. So it's kind of neat to see, a little bit more, just a little more love, to smaller creators. I think that's awesome. So awesome. I usually don't have my other device out, so you don't suspect I'm cheating or something. All right, let's do it. Let's play connections. Okay. In connections, we're creating 4 groups of 4. And the words today are punch, suggestion, touch, point, match, box, triumph, set, hint, compliment, Oscar, suit, lamb chop, trace, fit, and retrieve. Okay. Like, lamb chop is an animal. Triumph the dog is an animal. Oscar the Grouch. Are those just coincidences, or does that line up with something? Punch and Judy? I don't know. Maybe we'll wait for that one. But those do seem like names. To box with someone or open a box. Match. Huh. These should be obvious. I don't know why it's not coming out to me. Leave a suggestion, leave a compliment. A hint, a suggestion. A trace. And a touch. Like a small amount of something. A glimmer. That's cute. A glimmer. We could stand to lower this, couldn't we? Okay, I told you we're kind of doing 2 things at once today. We are doing the puzzles, but I am also allowing you plenty of space so that you can see these puzzles better. All right, and that was the yellow category. Suit. Suit, a match. Like a suit of cards. A set. And, oh boy. And a point? Is that what that would be? Point? And a box? No, it's not even close. Okay, we are not even close. Triumph the dog, Oscar the grouch, Lamb Chops the lamb. I think we're onto something with that, but I'm not seeing it. I'm going to shuffle. Oh, like in tennis, there's like game, set, match, match point, set point. But I don't see another one. Punch. To box, to punch, to... compliment, suit well, to match with. I feel like those go together. Set. Okay, so, and now that I'm thinking about it, Lamb Chops is a puppet, Oscar the Grouch is a puppet, and Triumph the dog was a puppet on the Conan O'Brien show. Oh, and Punch and Judy. Wait. Punch, like Punch and Judy. These are famous puppets. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay. And yet again, the usual way we do this. Oh, this is so funny. Usually when I'm doing this puzzle, we get the easiest one and the hardest one for last. So one of these should be glaringly obvious, and I'm just not getting it. But that's life. That's me. That's me not... I don't know. So, to suit, to complement, to fit, and match. Oh, that's got to be it. To correspond well with. Great. Okay. Good. And then, pointer, retriever, boxer, and setter. Those are different types of dogs. Dog breeds with R. Dog breeds minus ER sound. Yeah. Whew. Okay. That scared me a little bit. I was nervous about this one. A glimmer of hope, right? A hint, a suggestion, touch, or trace. Famous puppets, Lamb Chop, Oscar, Punch, like Punch and Judy, and then Triumph the dog. That was famously Conan O'Brien's puppet dog for a long time. Correspond well with, complement, to fit, to match, and to suit. Dog breeds minus ER sound. That's boxer, pointer, retriever, and setter. Awesome. Hey, we did good. All right, so we are going to play the mini, and then I push that button right there, and then it looks good for you. What has two hands around your wrist? So question mark is always like a gimmick answer, but this one is more just like a riddle, and I think that is your watch, right? Because there's the hour hand, the minute hand. There's the second hand, too. We could stand to lower this, too. Okay, sorry, I'm in the process right now of kind of revamping what everything looks like for you, for this kind of user experience here. And if I take this one, even though it kind of cuts it off a little bit, put that lower, then I lower this one, then you can see the top of the puzzle better. Right? Because there's like a There's like a subscribe button and whatnot. Okay, sneeze sound. Is this just... No, I'm not trying to pause my game. Not trying to pause my game. Just want to make sure this all looks good. Okay, so that sounds like... Achoo! Elevator choice. Maybe that's your different floors you're trying to go to. Blank and Caicos. Is that an island? I feel like that's an island. But I don't know the answer. So let's go back. Magnetoreception for many migratory birds and fish. What is that, like an echolocation kind of thing, or when they fly south for the winter, or homing pigeons? I don't know. We'll come back to it. Floats as a smell. Oh, wafts. Good smells can waft, but also bad smells can waft. Oh, that's so much better. You can actually see the puzzle, the answers, the clues. I like that. I don't have a clue. Speaking of a puzzle like this, a clue. Rosebush protector is a thorn. Too many might be in the kitchen. Oh, too many cooks in the kitchen. Basketball game with a spelled out score. Spelled out score? How you mean? With a spelled out score. Well, let's go to these ones. Oh, Turks. Yeah. Turks and Caicos. Magnetoreception for many migratory birds. That is a sense. Sense. Cool. All right. So then what was the one we were missing? We'll have to come back to it. Okay. What has two hands around your wrist? That is a watch. Technically 3 hands, if it has the second hand as well. A sneezing sound. Achoo. Elevator choice. Floor. Turks and Caicos. I think it's an island or a set of islands. Magnetoreception for many migratory birds and fish. That is a sense they have. We have, smelling and sense of sight and all that. But birds have an extra one. They have this echolocation going on. Okay, floats as a smell. Wafts. Good smells and bad smells can waft. I don't have a clue. Beats me. Rosebush protector, a thorn. Too many might be in the kitchen. Cooks. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Basketball game with a spelled out score. Oh, horse. Oh. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, horse. You play a game of horse with your friend, and one person versus the other, and you try to outscore them or outshoot them with a fancy shot. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okie doke. And we are going to try and figure out the Wordle. All right. First thing I like to do with the Wordle. Now, everyone's a little different about it, the way they go about it. I like to find what I call non-intersecting words. So the first thing I do is I just come up with a word, and then I come up with 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3 non-intersecting words, meaning words that don't use any of those first sets of letters. So if I started with, like, I don't know, here, house, then, oh my gosh, wow, okay, fantastic. That tells me that there are the U and an S, but they're in the wrong place, and that's okay. But then I also know that there's an E at the end, which is awesome. So now we're going to take what letters are left and try and figure out a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those letters. Like, for example, plain. Let's see. Oh, okay, nice. So there's an A in the middle. So that means we could just dive into it, or we could try to come up with another non-intersecting word. Like, I don't know, could we? There's only a Y left. Maybe we should just kind of dive into it. You know, like, what if it's USA? Oh, but wait a minute. There is a word like that. Usage. That's a word. Let's try it. Okay, there's no G. That's good to know. If the S doesn't go there and the S doesn't go there, that means this is an S word. It could be suave. That's a word. Nice. Okay. Nice. Hey, we did that one in record time, didn't we? That's great. Yeah. Okay. And actually, I'm sorry. I'm both doing my live stream and I'm watching my live stream. So I'm like, 20 seconds behind seeing, I guess it's 20 seconds. I should count it. But I'm taking a look at the orientation of what you guys see at home. I noticed before that everything was very like low, or it was too high, right? And there's like a subscribe button and stuff, and you can't see the top of the puzzle. And so I've been trying to make it a little more, the visual experience, the user experience to look better, so that I can be in this vertical format, and we get this, of course, the puzzle. The tricky one was for sure the next one, the strands. The strands as I go into this one, because there are so many things, right? There's the guess up above, and then there's also the theme, right? And then how many guesses you have. This one was tricky to lay out, but I think we're doing okay with it. I think it looks really nice now. I spent a little while in my live stream yesterday sort of figuring out the orientation. So if you like it, or if you want something different, let me know in the comments. I'd actually love to hear from you, how you like the user experience. What does it look like now? All right, so flour power, but flour is spelled Flour, so that's like wheat flour. So that could be different flour-based foods like bagels, or a loaf of bread, or pasta. Flour power. Pasta. I like first starting out with the corners, right, to see if there's like letters that usually go together, like a TH. I see brick. If you've never played the Strands puzzle, Strands is sort of like a word search, but the words don't just go up and down, left and right, diagonal. The words snake around. And in this one, there are 7. Really, there are 6, and then the last one is what they call a spangram, which goes from one side to the other of the puzzle, sort of revealing the true meaning of the theme. So, if you see any, put them in the comments too, to see what this theme might be. If you've already done the puzzle, I would love for you to just kind of watch me do it. Don't just give away the answers. Let's struggle through the puzzle together, right? So if you've done the puzzle, you're just watching. Let us kind of have that productive struggle. I see a couple of funny words. I see chick. I see chicken. But flour power, that doesn't have anything to do with flour. Land. Brick? Why is the word brick there? I can't get it out of my head that these are like types of pasta or something, but I'm not seeing any of that come out. Yeah, man, I am trying to figure this out. Like, what are different styles of pasta, right? It's like, oh, wait. I see gluten. Whoops, not glute. That's another word, different thing. Gluten. Flour power. Wheat. Oh, come on. I literally see all these. Oh, wait. I do. Hold on. Because there's buckwheat. Buckwheat. Okay. All right. So these are different types of flours. Like there's buckwheat flour. Oh, there's rice flour. Okay, now see, once you kind of crack it open a little bit, this one sort of just, bursts wide open. Tapioca. Oh, one of my favorite foods in the entire world uses tapioca flour. It's this great Brazilian one that maybe you've had before. It's this beautiful, oh my gosh, I'm going to make it today. I have a whole bucket full of tapioca flour because I love this stuff. It's called pão de queijo. In Portuguese, it's, cheese bread, right? But they do it in this beautiful, the process of making it is so strange too. You have to boil milk with oil in it. There's an unnecessary amount of oil in it. And then into that you temper in eggs and you add the flour and stuff and cheese, of course, right? It's cheese bread. And it makes this very wet, sticky dough, and then you roll it into balls. And then when you bake them, the shell of it is really firm, but then it's like chewy and delicious on the inside. Oh my gosh! Okay, we're making pão de queijo today, and my daughter can't get enough of it. We'll make triple batch, and then send it to friends and stuff. Oh my gosh, that's my. And literally, what did I buy? Not a bucket full, you know what I mean? But like, a package of the Bob's Red Mill stuff. I will make that at least once a month. I love it. I just absolutely love it. Pão de queijo. That's one of the things that I kind of brought back with me from Brazil in my heart. I went to Brazil about 20 years ago. And I still just love the music and the people and the culture and the food and everything. We'll have, at least probably once a week, we'll have a Brazilian meal of some kind that I've, learned to love and make every so often. It's so fun. But one of those things that man, we should make because of tapioca flour. We should make pão de queijo. It's delicious. Brazilian cheese bread. I see. Okay, so if this is just types of flour, I found gluten, but here is gluten-free, and the spangram is gluten-free. So these are alternative flours. I thought buckwheat was glutinous. That's so interesting. I was thinking buckwheat was glutinous. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. Well, I do know chickpea flour, and then we've got two more, and that's got to be almond flour and corn flour. Okay, nice. Let's admire the puzzle. So, okay, so that makes That makes a ton of sense. All right, so flower power, and we found that's where our word brick was. It's not brick, it's buckwheat. We made tapioca, and tapioca suddenly made me desire pão de queijo, which is Brazilian cheese bread. If you ever go to like the Brazilian steakhouses or the gosh, you know, they even have them at Costco. You can buy them frozen and bake them, but it's super easy to make yourself. Super easy. You can look up any website, any recipe website is going to have probably a pão de queijo. The spelling is weird. It's like P-A-O, but the A has a tilde on top. But don't, it'll come up either way, even without the tilde. D-E, and in Portuguese, D-E makes a J sound at the end of a word. And then queijo is Q-U-E-I-J-O, queijo. And, oh my gosh, look that up. The recipe, a good authentic recipe is just tapioca flour, milk, oil, cheese, right? It's like usually a hard cheese, like a Parmesan or they call it queijo ralado. And then, I don't remember if there's any leavening in it or anything. It's super simple. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. I'm going to tell my kids that tapioca flour was in there. And they're all going to go, we should make pão de queijo, because they know that's what it's made of. There's corn flour, another alternative gluten-free flour, chickpea, there's almond flour, and there's one more flour that is not on this list that I just absolutely cannot tolerate. And I don't know if you know what it is, but if you've ever used kind of alternative flours, one of the ones that I just cannot get my head around is coconut flour. It just... I like macaroons. I like some things using it, but it's a common combination to have like almond flour, coconut flour together as like a non-grain flour. And I just can't get my head. I can't get past it. I don't know. It's just for some reason specifically coconut flour. I like things with coconut in it. A lot of things. Some things. I like a good Mounds bar, or what's the other? The Almond Joy, with an almond on top. That's great. That's fine. I don't really love coconut shavings. My wife laughs at me because I call it fingernails. I say, oh, the German chocolate cake has fingernails in it. It's funny. So the Strands, all about gluten-free today. Gluten-free flour. Awesome. And then we'll hit this little button right here. And there we go. Letterboxed. Okay. Now, letterboxed. There we go. Let me get one more screenshot. I'm in the process right now of kind of revamping the user experience, so to say, of what you guys see at home. And so that you can see the full puzzle, I've honestly lowered everything too, so it's a little more visible. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay, I'm taking screenshots. I'm watching myself on the live stream so that I can see like what your experience looks like, because what you see and what I see might be two different things. All right, so if you've never played Letterbox before, stick around because this is such a fun one. In the Letterbox, we are trying to span across to create words, and these words, you're limited as far as you can only use these 12 letters, and you can't use two that are next to each other. So I can't make PR words. I can't make things that end in LY. Ooh, that'll be tricky. Or WH. Gosh, what do you do with WH? Or without... Okay, sorry, I'm already trying to put words together. And then the tricky part is that the second word starts with the last letter of the first word, right? So they link together. First word to second word to third word and so on. And you have kind of a quota. You're trying to do it within 4 words or 5 words or 6 words. Sometimes if it's 4 words, if it's only 4 words, then your first typically with only 4 words, if it's only 4 words, then the letters are a lot easier, but you have to do it in less words, so you need a larger vocabulary. If the letters are more challenging, no, the other way, right? If it's in like 6 words, then it tends to be that they're simpler words, but then there are a couple of tricky letters or something. So it's tricky. It's between 4 and 6 usually, and today we have to do it in 5. So today I bet will be kind of an odd arrangement of letters, but more or less a pretty easy one. I did notice off the cuff that I do not have an E to work with. There's no K to match the C. This might be a tricky one. Let's kind of familiarize ourselves with the puzzle. On the top we've got S, A, G. On the right we've got P, R, and I. And then on the bottom we've got L and C and Y. And on the left side we've got H and O and W. Man, oh man. Okay, maybe this one would be tricky because there's no E, there's no T. There is an L. L's a pretty common letter. The tricky might be the W because it's WH. So we could do... I can't... Okay, see, the second I start thinking what I can't do, I start thinking of letters that... or words that involve those letters. I do see a Y as well. The Y might be a little tricky to get rid of, but we could put that at the end of the final word maybe. There's no D. There's no U. I think the tricky part is going to be the Y and maybe the W. So we could go like... Oh, the R and the I are on the same side. Shoot. Maybe let's hit the W first. Always. That's a great word. And then we could go from the S. We go SH. We're allowed to reuse letters too. So, totally fine to reuse letters. So like SHA. Shape. No, but there's no E. Gal. Oh, two days ago we had a puzzle that was dang near impossible. Oh, that was such a hard one. We ended up with an X and a Z in the same puzzle, and no E, no helper letters. For the life of me, I could not put this word, the different words together. I needed the help of the chat that day. I was like, I just can't come up with these. Maybe we'll come back. We'll come back. There's no N, so I can't do ing words. Scrap. Scrap. Okay, we could also see, I see graph. That's a good word, graph. Philadelphia. Phila means like... Oh wait. That is a word. Philos. Yes, it is. Philos is like the love of... right? Am I spelling it wrong? Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. The love between a father and a son, right? Philo, like Philo T. Farnsworth. I actually went to the Philo T. Farnsworth Museum this summer. It was fascinating. It was really cool. I love just historical things. All right, let's remember always and scrap. And I'm going to always scrap this puzzle. Always and scrap. Because I saw graphs. And what else did I see? I had this idea in my head. Skull. SCH. Oh, I can't do like scholar because the H and the O are on the same side. Science. There's no E. Oh, SCO. Oh, the W and the O are on the same side. I was going to say scowl. Graphs. What if it was just graph though? Graph. And that leads us to the H. H. Okay, what was the other one? Always. And I forget the other one. I should have a little sticky pad, a notepad next to me. I love the challenge of this puzzle. That sometimes they evade me. Craps. That's a word. That is a game, a gambling game. Shoe. I really like that opening move of always. Hiya. Maybe let's start off with that one again. Always. Always. Okay. Which leads us to the S. So we could go SH. There's no N. I could say signal. No. There's no N. My laptop keyboard does this thing where it doubles letters. It drives me crazy. So when I backspaced once, it backspaced 2 times. This is tricky where the O and the W and the W and the H are on the same side too. Shig. Ship. I can't say ship. Man, this is tough. This is a tougher puzzle than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be a breeze because of all these easy letters. But these letters are on just the wrong side with each other. Shoe. What if it's just the S without the H? Soapy. Soap. That's an okay word. Parch. Okay. And then I need H. My wife's printer's in the same room, so sorry if you're hearing that sound. Just printing something. Oh, and then we just play high. Yeah, we did that. Okay, nice. Oh, we did it in 5, and we did it in 4 words. Par was 5 words today, and we did it in 4. Awesome. Holy cow. So I think we were overthinking it too. I had 5 words to work with. Okay, let's recap. Let's take a look at the awesome stuff we've done. Okay, so glimmer is a hint, a suggestion, a touch, or a trace. Famous puppets, lamb chop, Oscar, Punch and Judy, and Triumph the dog. That was Conan O'Brien's dog. For me to poop on. Yeah, that's really great. For me to poop on. Lamb chops with, what was her name? Shirley Lane? I forget her name. Shirley something. And then Oscar the Grouch, famous Muppet, Sesame Street. Jim Henson. Correspond well with, to complement, to fit, to match, to suit. Dog breeds minus the ER sound, a boxer, a pointer, retriever, and a setter. Okay, start at the top. What has 2 hands around your wrist? Question mark. Question mark is always kind of those stretch answers. But this one is pretty self-explanatory, right? It's your watch. Your watch is the second hand would be a third hand, I guess, but the minute hand and the hour hand for sure. The sneeze sound, achoo. Elevator choice is your floor. Turks and Caicos. Is that a set of islands? I think it's a set of islands. Magnetoreception for many migratory birds and fish. That is a sense, just like our sense of sight or smell. Floats as a smell. Wafts. Good smells and bad smells can waft. I don't have a clue. Beats me. Rosebush protector. Thorn. Too many might be in the kitchen. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Basketball game with a spelled out score. Horse. That makes so much sense now that it's in there. I'm like, what game has, spelled out score? I don't understand. Oh, that's really funny. All right, now if you haven't done the Wordle today and you want to do it yourself, avert your eyes, but I'm going to show it to you right now. So 3, 2, 1, here it is. All right. Today we started with the word house, and it was actually very correct, surprisingly. There's an E at the end, and there's an S somewhere, and there's a U somewhere. And then I came up with a non-intersecting word, a word that doesn't use any of those letters, which was plain, Plain, and the A is right in the middle there. It's lit up green. And then I started to sort of rearrange the letters. Sometimes I'll come up with that third intersecting word, non-intersecting word, but this time I just dove right into it. And I came up with usage, which told me that the U and the S were not in the right place, and so the S can't go in the fourth space nor the second, so it's got to be an S word. And then the U could be SU, or it could be like AUE, but I can't think of a ton of words ending in AUE. I can't think of any words actually with AUE at the end. So we came up with suave, and suave was the answer. Very good. Yeah, we did great on that one. Here, look at my stats. Usually I get it on the fourth. This is par for me. Very rarely have we got it on the third. If the other guess that I had gotten was correct usage, then we would have gotten it on the third again. But only twice have we done that. Never have I gotten it on the first nor the second. That's just not my play style, right? Unless I got really lucky once, and my play style, doesn't really account for that, because the second, I'll probably never get it on the second, because I'm coming up with non-intersecting words, so words that don't have any of those letters on purpose, so it's going to be a little tricky there. And then sometimes we have to wait until the bitter end, the fifth or the sixth guess, but we've always gotten it right, which is pretty awesome. I'm not worried about the streaks. Sometimes there are things in life that interrupt your streak, like I had parent-teacher conferences, right? Just a really busy day. You've got things going on in your life, and that's okay. So don't feel like you have to, appease everyone all the time. Sometimes, if someone's like, oh, well, my streak is this and this, well, good for you. That's not me, and that's okay. I have, accepted my life path, and I'm good with what's happening. So, all right, now we will look at the Strands puzzle. And the Strand puzzle today, I kept seeing weird words like brick, but then I saw the word gluten, and I'm like, oh, surely gluten is part of this because flour power. And then I found the word wheat, and I'm like, come on, what do you mean there's no wheat here? And it wasn't wheat, it was buckwheat. So these are alternative flours. These are, gluten-free flours. And the spangram, look at that, the gluten, is gluten-free. So I came up with, what did I find first? Did I find tapioca first? It was one of these bottom ones. Maybe it was buckwheat. I think it was buckwheat. Buckwheat. I was thinking buckwheat was a glutinous flour. I know oats are glutinous. I think rye is glutinous. I don't have anybody that's purely gluten-free in my family. A lot of times we'll choose to eat less gluten. I mean, read Wheat Belly or something, and you'll go, oh my gosh, I need to eat less wheat, or no wheat at all. My favorite of all of these gluten-free flours is tapioca, because tapioca flour makes my favorite food in the whole wide world, which is pão de queijo. It's a delicious Brazilian dish, right? It's these little golden balls, cheese balls. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better. Pão de queijo, Brazilian cheese bread. There's rice flour, chickpea flour, corn flour, almond flour, and I was happy to see my nemesis not be on this puzzle, which was coconut flour. I don't love coconut flour. It's often combined with almond flour to make a purely grain-free, not just gluten-free, but grain-free experience. And it's just not my favorite. I don't know. I don't love a ton of things that are gluten. Well, I don't mind gluten-free things, but grain-free, those are a little tough to put together, right? And the combination of almond flour with like coconut flour just doesn't quite do it for me. Okay. And then lastly, we did great on Letterboxd today. Letterboxd, we first did the word always, and always led us to the S, and the S, I used the O and the P, And then the P, I led to parch, right? Parchment paper, or parched if you're really thirsty. And then after that, all I needed was the I and the G. And so I came up with high, which is funny because high is one of the ones that I came up with first. And I kind of erased everything, drained the swamp, and started over again. And then I was like, man, now I need an I and a G. Oh, wait, I came up with those already. So that was great. Anyway, as my wife's printer sings the song of its people, we will end here. Thanks for a great experience today. Awesome stream. Enjoy the day today. If you're just kind of hanging out with friends, or making this more of a religious day, or worshiping, that kind of thing, enjoy the day. Just maybe it's a little colder where you are. It snowed yesterday, and then the sun came out and melted it all away. But the kids had fun out back for a while. We were the dog was pulling our kids on the sled, and it's just really funny. We had an awesome day. And they built a snowman and just a snowball fight. Just have fun however you can, whatever that looks like. Enjoy the day, and really, just kind of take it all in and enjoy what you have. So you guys are awesome. Thanks for a great stream, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.